And welcome back to Poor Man Printing, guys. We have got a lot to go over. We're going to go over the NFT Summit. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's too much to list. I'm just going to, list it as we go. So, yeah, like, subscribe, turn on notifications. See you in there. Okay, guys, the beer review of the day is Taco Tuesday by 11 Below Brewing. And the green screen's got, or whatever. That's pretty cool, though. So let's bring up the webpage. If y'all can tell, the beer is green. It is green. Taco Tuesday. Why not? It's Tuesday, right? So let's find Mr. Taco Tuesday right here. Here we go. Taco Tuesday, made with real lime puree and sea salt. This ultra refreshing margarita inspired beer just makes it next level. Poolside, beachside, inside or outside, Taco Tuesday make every day a party. Year round. 4.7% alcohol. And pairs good with if you have to ask. I like that. So yeah, you know what? No cup, no nut. Let's just do it. Wait for it. It's not bad. It really ain't. Just like it says, it kind of tastes like a margarita beer. So, yeah, ain't my favorite, but we gonna roll with it. So let's get into this, guys. Okay, so here we are. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, guys. I mean, we're going to talk about F1 cars. We're going to talk about Veve, NFT. My wife is texting me right now. I'm trying to make a video. Where do you see NFTs evolving? How much value can you expect from your customers? All kinds of stuff. It really is. It really is. So thank you, Mr. Kyle Willson right here for streaming this today. I'm going to have to just put this bastard on vibrate. So thank you, Mr. Kyle Willson, for streaming this so I can actually go back and recap on everything that I missed while I was at work. Yay. So let's just get straight into it, guys. Right now, we're going to go to the intro, and I want you to hear David Yu and Matthew Solomon. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's talking about something pretty cool. Now, I don't know if it's just about cars or what, but I love what he's talking about, and I'm going to show you. So, yeah, let's just get into it.
That's a little bit more about my background. Maybe, David, you can give an intro on yourself, and then we can go to Matthew.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that, Mike. Good morning and good evening. My name's David, co-founder, CEO of Veve. Basically, Veve is a d-commerce platform for home of premium NFT digital collectibles. We give basically users easy access to collectibles through the palm of their hand on mobile device. What we really do is we're a platform with an end-to-end solution, and the journey really allows the users to come and participate in fandom. And what we really believe in is everyone is fan of something, from a movie action hero or to a comic superhero. And basically, the NFT collectibles are designed to be like the physical one. They are available in 3D and brought to life through the augmented reality, and you can share that through the photo feed in our app or through other social media outlets. And that's what we do.
I think that was a great introduction for people who don't know nothing about Veve. Yeah, so listen to the next guy right here, Matthew. I like what he's got going on. I really do. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna do a whole separate video on what he's got going on because I think it's pretty damn cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Appreciate you too.
Yeah, hey guys. So I'm Matt. I'm the brand lead for Rev Motorsport. I guess prior to this, I had a somewhat lengthy-ish career in motorsport, racing everything from Formula 3 to GT3s, and I'm actually fairly new to the whole crypto and blockchain space. I joined Animoca in October last year, so just gone about 9 months now. But I'm working as the brand lead for Rev Motorsport, which is essentially the motorsport token on the blockchain, with NFT games such as F1 Delta Time, officially licensed games, MotoGP Ignition, and Formula E. So yeah, great to be here and tell you guys a bit more.
Awesome.
Now check this out, guys. I want to show you what F1 is. This is F1 Delta right here. This is some pretty cool stuff right here. I'm not going to lie, guys. I didn't even know this existed until today. I mean, it looks like you can enter races, you know, maybe some little bit of gambling. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look into this. But man, this looks really cool. You got staking, workshop here. Let's see. I hadn't even clicked on workshop. Okay, so you got to create an account. I haven't made an account yet. You got your garage, which ain't working. What is going on here? I don't know what's going on, guys. Website ain't working proper. Ain't, you know, it ain't Veve. Check out this F1 Delta Time introduction right here, guys.
F1 Delta Time, the official Formula One game on blockchain. Unlike traditional games, F1 Delta Time utilizes blockchain technology. Items in the game are unique and truly owned by you. You can buy your favorite Formula One car, trade with others, or you can even sell it. It's up to you. Thanks to blockchain, fans can have full ownership of unique Formula One digital collectibles. Every driver, racing team, and circuit from the Formula One Championship will be available. You can customize your cars with a range of car parts, including turbochargers and rear wings. And using these assets, you can upgrade your cars to perform better on specific tracks. Team gear and helmets will upgrade your drivers and enhance their abilities. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. That looks cool.
F1 Delta Time is a new experience that empowers players like never before. Join now at www.f1deltatime.com.
Damn, I'm dying over here. Damn, margarita beer kicking my ass. That looks pretty cool, guys. Check out some of the gameplay right here.
Hey guys, Matt Solomon here with Animoca Brands, bringing you some exciting gameplay footage from the home of British motor racing. That's right, we are at Silverstone, the iconic Formula One circuit that has so much history, and you know that because all the corners have...
I mean, it kind of looks a little corny because, you know, coming up, playing just about every racing game there is on PlayStation, computer. If you think about it, it's still pretty cool, though.
Names as we come through the Vale chicane, going through Club now, the last corner, so hitting the up arrow key to accelerate. As we go down the Hamilton straight, slight dab of brakes through Abbey, back on the gas. This corner should be flat out. Then coming through to Village now. Careful not to run too wide. You want to get a really good exit out of the loop as we flick through Aintree, hitting the space bar to boost onto the Wellington straight. Setting yourself up for a heavy braking zone at Brooklyn, so pressing the down arrow key to brake, carrying the speed through here. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you on track soon.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie, guys. That is pretty cool. And I am going to look into that. But yeah, it looks like you can just kind of like purchase, you know, your turbos and accelerators and boosts and packs and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, the NFT world is going to blow up, guys. People don't even realize what is going on right now, but it is blowing up. All right, let's get into the next part of this video, which is, where do you guys see the NFT evolving in the next 5 or 10 years? Let's listen.
You know, when we talk about blockchain, I always refer to it as the next generation of the internet. And when the internet was invented, we didn't really know what the long tail was going to bring of the types of innovation that would come from it. And I think we're clearly seeing that right now with NFTs and in the advancements in the NFT space. So I'd love to understand from you guys, where do you see the NFT space evolving to in the next 5 to 10 years? Maybe David, if you don't mind asking.
Yeah, I mean, the NFT space has been out, you know, really in the public norm for a good 6-8 months, but, you know, it's going back as far as like 2016, 17 with CryptoKitties coming out. We definitely do see this as a brand new class of digital assets. And because of this, there's many ways, you know, companies and brands are thinking. And one major thing is how to incentive biased behavior. And it's a way for companies now to able to monetize their digital content, you know, from music, from movies, from artworks. We have seen a lot of these other individuals talent people coming up. So it's a whole spectrum. And we really believe that it's a new digital class. It will be here for a while, and we'll see it evolve as we come.
So this other guy, Kazim's come in, and he's talking about the gambling part pretty much of NFTs, and kind of like the Ready Player One. You know how if you watch the movie, you come in there like the beginning of the movie, you'll see like the gambling area, you'll see the golfing area. Man, NFTs is going to be huge. Let's listen to his intro. Why not? Let's just listen to it.
Nice to have you join us. Might have been some technical difficulties on the way in, but we just kind of got started. We just kind of got started, introduced ourselves, and a little bit of our background and how we got into the crypto space. So if you don't mind, maybe we can hear your background and some of the things you're working on with Iconic.
No, definitely, Mike. Sorry for the technical issue.
Hashtag soon.
Like every one of these guys is like on cue. It wasn't like the last NFT summit. This one here is actually very interesting. It really is.
Sometimes it happens as a hiccup. But yeah, I'm the founder, CEO of Iconic. We are a fan engagement platform whereby we focus ourselves 100% on all sports and all entertainment to bring under one roof, Mike. We have seen a huge issue, problem, requirement, needs in that field over the last 4 years. So, we didn't, join that sector because of the, COVID, like many companies has done. The problems, exist over the last 20 years. We believe there has to be a better fan engagement ecosystem platform that fulfills the needs and requirements of the three target groups. From one hand, the rights holders, clubs, idols, celebrities, leagues, etc., the fans, and last but not least, the brands. And that's why we have set up Iconic. And, we use many different technologies to build the platform, from native iOS, Android, PHP.NET, and of course, as well, other technologies like blockchain. And that is how we got into the blockchain sector as well, Mike.
Amazing. And one of the things that got me into the NFT space specifically is how it's really flipping a lot of business models on their head. Where I think of traditional business models as how much value you can extract.
So yeah, we're getting into the how much value can you extract from your customers. Listen to this part right here. David, you're going to speak on it.
From your customers. NFTs, I think, are allowing companies to start focusing on how much value we can bring to our customers. And so I'd like to hear, from anybody on the panel, how do you guys see NFTs tying into the fan experience and bringing value to fans?
Yeah. So Mike, we really see a huge engagement now with brands. Now, just to start off, a lot of the brands understand values and propositions and what they want to deliver to their consumer. They're just trying to figure out this new nascent space of how to deliver the best proper way. I mentioned earlier about the incentive bias behavior. And it's really, if you add up all the brands, they have decades, if not centuries worth of content. And it's how they now can bring some of the old content and monetize it and bring it, that experience that you probably once first know of a superhero. When you read the comic, how does it originate with you, bring it to life through a different medium of ownership, through the digital and the fandom. And a lot of the brands are trying to work out what is the best proper way to do it, shall I say.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just to kind of linger on that point for a little longer, you've said these brands have years of kind of intellectual property built up. It's hard to put a value on that with.
All right, let's fast forward to the next part, which will be ownership.
Yeah, I think you bring up some really great points there. And, definitely one of the most important things about NFTs on the blockchain is the authentication, right? Making sure that something is real. But I think equally as important is ownership. Not just that it's real, but who is in possession or ownership of this, right? The old adage goes, possession is 9/10 of the law. And maybe that's true in the physical world for some items, but if you can prove ownership on the blockchain, it can provide a lot more value. So if anybody wants to hop in on that kind of the importance of digital ownership
for the love,
on
David.
top of just authentication of
yeah,
value.
right. Yeah, so you know the importance of the digital intangible ownership we're talking about, or back in 1975, intangible assets only accounts for about 17% of a company's asset value. But now if you look at all the corporate companies around the world, it's up to 90% of the company's intangible digital value. It could be their branding, their goodwills, and the power of these become tremendous value for a company. So when you put it from the other perspective and the other side, as us as individuals, I mean, how can we build some of that wealth? How can we build some of those intangible digital ownership and have value true into our life? A lot of now independent artists or brands we're talking about, they can digitalize music, artwork, their old assets, what they have. And we will see many other forms of digitalization coming out. For example, we're doing digital collectibles. The most important thing is about the transparency. And it's no longer just about the first sale. For a brand or for artists, it's about authenticity, which we talked about, is this real? Now, for the buyer side, they want to know, apart from if this is real, the scarcity of it. How many is minted? Is this going to be one of a kind that you promised me? But in between this gap here, in the middle, there's also the traceability. So because it doesn't really just stop in the first transaction, we will see continuous ownership transfers. And people want to see, just like how your property, your vehicle, your house.
I'm going to pause it right here because this is something that's going to be so huge. So let's just say I buy a piece of art out of Veve, right? Veve versus, we're in Veve verse, we're rolling, right? If I sell that piece of art, let's just say it's The Simpsons. If I sell that piece of art to Joe Blow over here and he buys it for X amount of money, right? And I have a 2.5% fee. So a percentage of that sale is going to go back to the artist or the license holder or whatever. Each time you sell it, the artist or the license holder is going to get a piece of that change. That's why I think it's going to be super big. Because if in the real world, you buy a piece of art from an artist, say, I don't know, Mona Lisa or whatever, for $2,000. I know it's crazy, but $2,000, I buy it from that artist. They made $2,000. I got a piece of art. I'm selling it to Joe Blow over here for $3,000 because the values went up. That artist don't get no money. This is why all the license and artists are going to go to NFTs because they can still make money. You see what I'm saying, guys? It's freaking huge. All right, let's just play the rest. I just wanted to say that because, yeah.
Some of them have records for decades, if not centuries. So users want that ability to see the transparency after the first sale. And I think a lot of these, the possessions of ownership that you're talking about, the 19th in the law, is that people want to feel they are buying something with a true value, apart from scarcity, but all the providence. And you probably understand in the art world, a lot of these artists become super famous because it's very subjective, but a lot of them do pick who is their buyer, who is the last owner of this digital asset is quite important. So for example, if I own a digital collectible that was once owned by a celebrity or a super famous star and is shown on somewhere in the blockchain or some sort of creation is proof, it's been held by these people, it adds new intrinsic value and goodwills to it. And these ownership will become more and more clear. And I think it will be amazing. And that's what the importance is. It is verify that ownership and having that value unlocked.
And that's another part. With it being on a blockchain, there's a history of it. It's only one of that serial number or FA number that you just bought or sold. There's only one. That's it. So if you got 100 and the value's crazy and you sell 100, that person owns number 100. That's it. It ain't 101 and it ain't 99. It's 100.
Yeah, I think you bring up great points. And, to touch on that ownership piece, you brought up a point that I didn't really even think of, which is the past ownership, right? If you think of a celebrity's car having more value because they drove it, usually that only goes back to the last person that owned it. But if you have an immutable record from the inception of that good or that piece of art of all the celebrities that have owned it and the people in the past, the value could continue to increase, tenfold. And with the, royalties built into an NFT, that artist can continue to make more and more on the transaction.
Exactly. Now let's move on to, how do you see the world at pay to play?
How do you guys see the world of NFTs kind of tying into pay to play and maybe even allowing fans to become part of whatever they are a fan of, right? Becoming more engaged in their team or their sport or their kind of favorite brand. How do you see NFTs really, working in that space and actually providing yield into the future, ROI?
A big part about able to tokenize something and have true value in the, global reach, like Matt has mentioned, for us, we put in scarcity, number one, but we also don't want to price out these NFTs. So newcomers, they feel too scared or this F1 car went too high. Anyone have the ability to earn that and to get to that level we putting together a master collectors program in our own app. And one of the key points is all really about incentive, behavior of a user, how you can give rewards. And, we are constantly and carefully monitoring these behaviors from users. And then we adapt to it. The industry that we are in right this moment, as you probably all know, it's going through a huge adoption phase. So a lot of the data that's coming in, whether it's coming a big portion from the crypto enthusiasts or the real true fans, we see around 67 to 70% of our users are actual fans of a brand. So now for us is to build that brand experience and how we incentivize them to keep them coming back. We do have a utility token that we use for the early contributor who participate. And basically they have seen throughout the last 12 months a good surge of how they've been rewarded for their early adoption to our ecosystem. Now it's about opening more and more of these different staking programs or royalties or incentives.
You heard that? Staking programs. Oh, baby. That's why I buy my sets. See, you got probably three kinds of people in this world, in the NFT world. Now, this is my own opinion, not financial advice, of course. You have the collector, who's a diehard fan, say Iron Man, Batman. They love to collect. That's not me. Then you have me, who like to make money. And I play around with crypto, which I'm new to crypto, but I'm in this to make money. And then you have the gambler, which if you watch this video from Kyle Willson, you'll see what I'm talking about. This guy talks about gambling, like the benefits of buying certain amounts of NFTs for a better chance at, maybe entering some kind of gambling game, or something like that. I don't know what's legal, what's not legal, but I listened to some of it. You have me, which I'm not a collector, guys. I really ain't. The only reason I buy these NFTs is for sets, because I know Mr. David Yu in the future is going to offer a lot of benefits for people that hold the OMI token. So for me to own those sets, and for me, which he also talked about, you just not going to be sets. It's going to be sharing and stuff like that, interacting the Veve game, sharing and talking and So I share a lot of stuff too, you know, to help out because I want that staking for my OMI. That's who I am. Then you have the collector. That's who he is. And then you have the gamblers. Let's say Veve offered, I don't know, some kind of mega bonus to the guy for some game in Veve if you have X amount of NFTs or something like that. Like, I don't know, Pokemon, you got Pokemon, you get to enter this game. See, Veve is doing it perfect, guys. They really are. Like, they're making NFTs for everyone, even if you're not a collector. They're making it where you want to buy the NFTs for your own reason. So, man, yeah, let's just move on.
We really believe that the economy in this tokenization world will be driven by incentive on the behavior of the users. And the more we give out, this economy is going to look quite different because your loyalty is no longer just competing on price. As you know, and we know that a lot of these crypto investors or crypto holders, they are very deep pocket. Some of them got into crypto very early in age. So when they're buying these artwork or bidding for these NFTs, they think different. They value things very differently. So it's really understanding that, and we'll continue to move where we need to. But we also need to ensure that the mass market adoption is going to meet that. So they don't get priced out to go, oh, wow, you know, this thing is really for just purely whale or speculations.
Exactly. All right. So we got that over with. So let's just look at a lot of really good points in this stream, guys. I really want y'all to go watch the whole thing because this guy here talks about the gambling part and the different people in the NFT game. And he's got some really good points. This is a really good live stream. It really was. So let's look at our NFTs in a bubble.
Are NFTs in a bubble, or are we just getting started?
Well, in general, I don't think we are actually in the bubble. We do have some inflation issues. Some of these prices are slightly getting out of hand, but we will continue to see good quality NFT projects and NFT works continue to rise. Saying that, we're going to have a lot of new individuals coming into the space. And it doesn't mean if it doesn't sell out or the NFT is not so popular, it's creating bubble. It's really just over supply and demand issue. If you have a rough of supply, now there's a lot of more options. People are not having to buy everything. You know, it doesn't mean the whole thing is reversed. I think there will be lots of creation coming out. This is definitely an industry that's going to be here for a long time because there's many ways to digitalize NFTs in many different sectors, into fintechs, to music, to streaming, filming, art, culture, everything, every aspect of it.
NFTs ain't going nowhere. Could it be in a bubble? Some could be in a bubble, like NBA Top Shots. I don't know. You decide.
What you're most excited about in the NFT space? What type of developments? What type of human rights things potentially are you most excited to see in the next 5-10 years?
Steve Irwin, NFT.
What do you say?
Conservation.
Well, for us, we really see the digital layer is going to be surrounding us. We really believe the wearable device, the virtual reality glasses in years to come, when you put it on, what do you want to see apart from your email and your text message? You really want to see the surrounding digital characters, things that you laugh and you grow up, like everyone has mentioned the fandom. You want to see the Batman standing next to it. You want to see the superheroes all surrounding. And there will be multitude of these new layers of space and allow us to, very similar to the Ready Player One movie, that you're really walking into the metaverse and gamification. Things that we are working on is hugely will be in gamify, how we make this more entertaining, how we can get this user incentively come into this world. And that's what we really believe, that there will be this immersed market. And as long as you make NFT accessible, easy to be able to be purchased and through mobile or tablets, just much more easier way to get new adoption to the mass market. The faster we can do that, the bigger the market is going to grow.
And he's 100% right. The gym is there to hide OMI. Nobody wants to deal with crypto when they come in here and go buy some collectibles and stuff. They don't want to deal with setting up wallets and all that. They just want to get in here, spend some money, buy some NFTs, collect them, and so on. Perfect. When I say perfect, in my lifetime, perfect scenario. So let's get on to win Pokemon.
Absolutely. And I've got one question from the audience here, David. When Pokemon?
Yes.
Listen, I think these brand owners.
Thanks, Danny.
But by the way, we have a whole team work on licensing, and they are.
You see how he diverted that question so perfectly? He didn't say we didn't have it. He didn't say we did. Perfect.
Thousands of brands out in the world. Most of these brands, they go through a huge list of complexity internally, through legals, through every rough of things. And we are under extreme, very tight NDA with all our brand owners and vendors. Yeah, I mean, we love every brand to be participating in what we do.
I don't know if you can read faces, but I read David Yu's face right now. He is very happy about something, guys. I wonder what it is.
As we build out our technology to be scalable, more stable in every way, more and more, you will see more and more immersed brands that just coming on. We are always constantly talking to dozens of brands, and we have dozens of deals on the works all the time. And I'll be quite honest, right now, I think we were expecting about 25 to 30,000 active users on our platform. And I think we have just a little over 300 or 320,000 active users I saw on our.
We got over 300,000 users on the Veve app now. Wha-bam!
Back end. There's a lot of things that we need to do internally to get it right, and we will onboard all these brands slowly as we go. And I know there's a lot of speculations from everywhere from our fans, but yeah, do keep your eye out. We got great news. It's a great project, not just our project. I think overall, this.
He said, "Keep your eye out." Does he mean more than meets the eye? You got Transformers, David? You got Transformers?
This whole entire NFT space where, even Animoca, Soa, Dapper Labs, another company, all these, we're part of the OG pioneer from the start, and we wear throughout the storm where brand owners don't even understand NFT or what is non-fungible, even though non-fungible has been around us all the time. Digital artwork's been around for many years. And it's just a new way to tokenize it through the blockchain that give these ownership. So these brands, they are learning, they are adapting. A lot of these are just going through legal rights and drafting and understanding still. And so, yeah, please do keep an eye out. And thanks for everyone who supported us, because it's been very, very, very tough to get to where we are today.
Diamond hands, baby. Diamond hands. So there you go. A little recap on the NFT Summit with Mr. David Yu. And you got Matthew Soliman and Kazim. I can't pronounce his last name. And Mike. It was a really great stream. And I'm glad Kyle got it, because I wanted to go back. I was trying to listen to it at work, and I'm running a crane. I got people hollering at me like, "Hey, cable down, cable up." I'm like, "Man, shut up. I'm trying to listen to something, man. What's wrong with you?" I am very excited. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. To me, not financial advice, this is the best investment in my entire life. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens, guys. I mean, everything is pointing straight up with this project. Everything. You got your doubters. Oh, he promised this. He promised that. Man, shut up. I mean, dude, it takes time for this stuff to happen. Remember? Real world shit. Okay? But anyway, Yeah. Poor man printing out.